Okay, so once you go through the introduction of going through all the numbers, and then you start scrolling down, you'll show the house. Then it'll go down even further than that. And you can actually change the payment option from cash to LoanPal if that's not showing at first. And then go through all the numbers because it changes as you can see. The savings is different. Now, keep going down. That's a LoanPal 2.99 over 25 years is the most common option that we give. But keep scrolling down and you're going to see where we talk about the system and how it works. Now, generating excess solar, it shows you a diagram of that. This is parcel usage offset and then what happens at nighttime when you're not producing from your solar panels. This next part here shows basically a graph, and in blue it shows how much power the solar panels are producing, and in gray it shows how much consumption the customer is using. So in this case, it's going to be a 75% offset. This will then go over the system hardware, all the equipment that will be going on the property, and then you're going to go down to environmental benefits of what you can save as far as the forest and stuff, and then you go into your actual cost. It just shows the purchase price, 39,190, 170, whatever. And then it'll also do the 26% tax savings, federal ITC, and in the state of 1,000, so on and so forth. That shows the numbers breakdown. But once you're done with all that and the customer wants to move forward, click here to qualify, and this will take you to LoanPal to where you can actually run through the LoanPal credit application with LoanPal, and then just fill the whole thing out. One thing to pay attention to, you're going to want to do this for the customer, asking them the questions from their their social security number to their annual income, their employment status, and you're also going to ask if there's a co-borrower. You're going to put in your name, the company's name. You're going to even put in the estimated cost, and also you're going to make sure that you change the loan term to 25 for 2.99. The amount you want to put in is the amount that was on the purchase agreement or on the proposal, and make sure that's exactly the same. I know here I typed it in wrong, but I was just showing you an example. So type in the exact number. Scroll down, and on the left-hand side, there's actually going to be boxes that have to be checked. So forgive me. Okay, so on the left-hand side, you're going to check these boxes, go down, check the next two boxes, and then after that, the customer has to sign here. So in person, an iPad works best. Have them sign. You have to tap approve, and then you have to submit to LoanPal. Now this is important because it will then scroll to the very top where it's going to start spinning, and then it'll say, congratulations, something like that. You've qualified. Push a button and send the customer their loan docs. Okay? Now, while you're working on this part, where you're pulling up the job form for the agreement, you want to make sure that you start filling out this agreement first and ask the customer to look to their email to fill out the loan docs that just came in. Click on company signatures and tap on price override. From there, you're going to type in the customer's full, the cost of the system, so the purchase system. Again, these are made up numbers, but type in whatever's on the proposal. The exact system size. You want to put in the energy consultant's name, which would be your name, and then also the company, so Allo New. So Jesse Allo New in my case. You're going to sign your name right there. And then the next part you're going to be doing after this is entering in the customer's information. Now, unfortunately, there's no API that transfers the information just yet, and we're working on that. So in the meantime, while the customer is working on their loan docs, you sit here filling all this stuff in. Their name, number, phone number, and all of that is located in OpenSolar under their profile. So you can go back and forth between the two tabs, just adding everything in, their home address, the whole deal. Email addresses, all that, which you should already have. And if you don't, you just ask the customer. Then you'll have to ask for if there's a co-borrower, in which case you should already know that since you've either added a co-borrower or didn't add a co-borrower in the qualification process for credit. Click on if there's an HOA or not. If there is an HOA, then you have to add in the HOA information and phone number. If there's not, then leave it blank. Utility provider, this one will be SRP for this customer particularly, and then everything else, don't worry about it. If the utility, if the bill is under a different person, you have to you click on no and add the new person's name. If the bill is in the person's name that's qualifying for solar, then you don't have to change anything. Scroll all the way down, and then you'll see type of solar panels. We use Silfab 340 blacks, so click on that. Type in the amount of solar panels, or yes. And then that one's already pre-selected for SolarEdge Inverter HD Wave, so leave that alone. But on racking system, you have to put it for Everest racking. And this is just if customers want brochures. The system price and everything here is already pre-filled in from the proposal, and so that will be in there. Okay, from here on out, it'll be purchased. You can select the finance company, which is LoanPal, and then just select the year, 25 year, and the interest rate, which is 2.99. Other than that, you're done. So scroll to the bottom, and all you have to do is click I agree, and then have the customer initial, and also sign. And this will sign all docs and every documentation that's needed. Hit submit, and you're home free. The customer will receive a copy of everything from the PDF view fully filled out. So this makes it easier for a customer. After which, within 24 hours to 48 hours, that's when Crystal will call and verify everything.